The official translation for Black Clover manga chapter 250 is out, so if you've not checked out the chapter yet, please do, because I will be spoiling you in this video. The scan translations did a really good job this week because their translations were not much different from what the official gave us. And I reviewed the fan translation, so you could check the previous video before this and watch that one before you watch it, because they are both exciting reviews. We start the chapter off seeing Charmy so pissed arriving at the forest, and we know once you mess with Charmy's food, she's gonna mess you up. And this dark disciple has already messed with the Heart Kingdom's nature and food. The Spirit Guardians are so and have been so disappointing in the Black Clover story, because once we were introduced to the Spirit Guardian, they were said to be these stage 0 mages who were so powerful enough to train the Magic Knight from the Clover Kingdom to prepare for the devil invasion that was about to happen. But the current chapters have made us doubt the power of these Spirit Guardians. So Potrov, who was protecting the civilians in the forest, have been defeated by this dark disciple called Hobbit. And we know the Spirit Guardians were so overpowered because we were introduced to Gajia first, and we saw how powerful he was. He was able to take on the Magic Knights from the Clover Kingdom and test their limits. But the rest of the Spirit Guardians have been a disappointment. So Gajia still remains as the strongest Spirit Guardian and has feet to back up his power. It is said in this chapter that the Spirit Guardian Potrov lost because he had to protect the civilians. And this makes a lot of sense because it gives them some kind of redemption, because knowing that they had a duty to perform and that interfered with their battle makes a lot of sense, because stage 0 mages who were defeated by dark disciples were using at least 50% of the devil magic. Is just crazy to think about. So them being defeated would have been a bitter thing that would have happened in the story. So Tsubasa really saying that they had to protect the civilians really makes a lot of sense, and I really understand why he did that. So Charmy arrives on the battlefield and sees this dark disciple, and she's looking so big and fat and huge. You know how Charmy loves her food. She was eating in her training and after her training, so she looking this big is no surprise. So the dark disciple makes comments that are really stupid to talk about, because she calls Charmy fat and that she's not attractive, and that nutrients are what are important in food and not the food. And this is kind of funny because the battle is shaping out to look like a battle between someone who likes food and someone who wants the nutrients, someone who wants to look beautiful. One just likes food, that's Charmy, and Herbert wants to look good, and also she eats nutrients to make her look that good. So the dark disciple uses hair magic, and her hair magic is overpowered in a way, and says that fire makes her hair shine bright and stronger. So her power is not underestimated, and knowing she also has wings behind her back and has 2 leather horns on her head, and we know what that means. It means that you are using at least 50% devil magic. So the Spirit Guardians were defeated by these dark disciples. So I would say the dark disciples are way stronger than these Spirit Guardians. And the dark disciples that we've been introduced to in the Heart Kingdom were all using at least 50% devil magic. We know the Spirit disciple that lacked forth was using at least 50% devil magic. Leopold devil was also using 50% devil magic. So Charmy's devil using also 50% devil magic really shows some form of consistency in the story. So that really makes a lot of sense. So we are introduced to a flashback in this chapter, and the flashback shows the training that Charmy had to go through. And we saw that in the flashback she was so pissed. And the official cleared something about the flashback. In the scan translation, it said that she was not training, but she was eating. But in the official translation, it's being said that she had break. That's why she was eating. And Potrov was inviting her to join them to eat. But you know Charmy, she just wants to eat alone and eat as much as she could. So Charmy, best girl in Black Clover. So the battle goes on between the Dark Disciple Habit and Charmy of the Black Bulls. The Black Bulls are currently the strongest squad in the Clover Kingdom. After the time skip was so powerful that he defeated one of the Dark Disciples so easily that it was funny to think about. And Black was able to defeat a dark disciple too. Charmy too was able to defeat a dark disciple too. So just imagine they are now the most powerful magic squad in the Black Clover or in the Clover Kingdom. I just can't wait for the War's battle because if Black has gotten this strong, Charmy has gotten this strong, Asta has gotten this strong. I just can't wait for Noel, who trained with the water spirits, who has learned the arrays, and it's crazy to think about. We know how powerful Noel is, and we know that she has the most mana in the Clover Kingdom because Julius is no more the guy who has so much mana that it was funny to think about. So the Black Boots are now the strongest squad in the Clover Kingdom. So let's continue with the chapter review. So the battle continues between this Dark Disciple, Habit, and Charmy. And Charmy is attacked by the Dark Disciple because she's not able to defend herself. But the Dark Disciple is able to defend herself from Charmy's attack with her hair. The Dark Disciple, being cocky, thinks she has won the battle, but she's introduced to the wolf of Charmy. And we know that once the wolf appears, she's using her dwarf powers and she's so overpowered in that state. So Charmy attacks with a wolf, but the Dark Disciple is too fast and dodges the attack. So with a combination of arrays and the runes, Charmy is able to actually attack this Dark Disciple and use her hair for the best meal the wolf has ever had in his life. And that's just a nice thing to see. The dialogue going on between the wolf and Charmy is amazing to see. The wolf says that she's too fast, and Charmy is like, okay, then we got to use the arrays. Then they combine their attack to make the attack looks so spectacular and so amazing. Charmy is using so much runes and arrays in this chapter that it's crazy to think about. She's using about 4 or 5 runes at the same time. Oh my god. 4 or 5 runes at the same time. And Luck was using 1 rune at a time. Leopold also used a rune at a time, but Charmy is combining all these runes and it's making her magic explode, making her food magic so overpowered currently. We don't know the limit to Charmy's food magic. In the later chapters, I think Tobasa will actually make us understand who Charmy is actually and what hybrids in the Clover Kingdom really mean. The power dwarfs possessed. There will be videos dropping soon about those things, so subscribe to my channel and you're gonna enjoy those videos because the videos are gonna be so exciting. So Black Clover greatness! Oh. The Dark Disciple is shocked by Charmy's power, and we, the fans, are also shocked by Charmy's power. We don't know what's going on with Charmy. We just know that she's a hybrid, and that is giving her so much power. Before the time skip, Charmy was so powerful that she defeated the captain real. She had to stop the captain because he was possessed by elves. And we know how powerful these elves were made to seem. They had so much mana that possessing a captain who was so strong made him so powerful. So Charmy able to defeat this defeat real before the time skip showed how powerful she was. So after the time skip, she has gotten even more powerful than she was. And it's crazy to think about. Oh my god. Black Clover greatness. So if you're the Black Clover one, you are missing out. Just the Black Boots are amazing. So the chapter was an amazing chapter, and that's what basically happened in the chapter. So Charmy was able to defeat this Dark Disciple, and the look on the Dark Disciple's face was the best thing I saw in the chapter. She was beaten up so bad that, oh my god, I was like, that's what I wanted to see. Someone who cared about her look so much, being wounded like that is just amazing to think about. Just think about the effect it will have on her. Her face is all beaten up and her face have swollen like a Tom and Jerry movie, and that's just amazing to see from Charmy. So Charmy was able to defeat the Dark Disciple, who was using at least 50% devil magic because you can see the horns and the wings behind the back. So the Black Boots currently are gonna defeat any squad in the magic in the Clover Kingdom. I have a video on that already, so you got to watch that video to know why I'm saying that and why I'm insisting that they are the strongest squad in the Clover Kingdom. So this chapter was an amazing chapter. I'm gonna rate it a 4 out of 10. I really love Charmy, and she's one of my favorite characters because of the way she eats and she not caring about what people think about her. Only. So I really like Charmy, and I really like powerful girls who are strong enough and who know what they want. That's just amazing to think about. So this chapter was an amazing chapter, and the next chapter I could predict Wait, so we've seen Lark, we've seen Leopold, we've seen Shermy. So in the next chapter, these are predictions for the next chapter. So if I get them wrong, don't judge me on it. If I get them right, too, comment down below and let's have a fun discussion about it. So we are yet to see the world, so that's a potential matchup we'll get to see. But I'm sure her battle would be last among the people that they are showing, because she's going up against Vanica of the Dark Triad. She's a leader and she's the one controlling the Dark Disciples who are currently available in the Heart Kingdom. So Magna is someone I would like to see in the Heart Kingdom face off against a Dark Disciple. We know in the flashback that was shown in the past chapter, Magna left the Heart Kingdom to train on his own. So if defeating a Dark Disciple after training on his own will make a lot of sense and will give him a lot of hype in the Black Clover community. So I'm expecting that battle for Magna in the next chapter if that doesn't happen. So it's a battle that might be with the World or Magna. So gotta wait out and think and see what will happen. So Butter, please, thank you for this chapter. Even though we are in hard times, thank you for dropping good chapters like this. Comment down below what you think about the chapter review. If you like the chapter review, subscribe to my channel. I'll be dropping a lot of Black Clover videos on this channel. So like the channel, subscribe down below, comment down below, and let's have a fun discussion. Do you think